Hello, I am Dr. Vineet Vishwam, Lead Consultant, Department of ENT, Aster Medcity.
I am Dr. Shijoy Joshua, Consultant Neurosurgeon, Aster Medcity.
Today we are going to discuss about endoscopic skull base surgery. So, what is skull base?
The skull is a complex hard structure. It protects the brain from all the external forces. As we know, the brain is a very delicate structure. It is covered by multiple layers and a layer of fluid. The outermost layer of the brain is the skull. We all can touch our head and see it is so hard and it is formed by multiple bones. So, these bones are divided into an upper skull and a lower skull, or the skull base. The skull base is formed by 5 complex bones which forms the basis of the eye socket, the nose, the inner ears, and the place where the spinal cord goes from the brain into the complete body. It also forms a source for multiple vessels to enter the brain and also exit from the brain, and hence it is a very complex structure. So, now because of its complexity, it is also considered to be a no man's area to reach anywhere close to this when there are lesions affecting this area. So, for traditionally when there were lesions affecting these, it required a major surgery, either a transfacial surgery or an open skull base surgery, which led to multiple large scars, retraction of the brain and its associated effects.
As mentioned, skull base is a very complex area. It can be involved by various tumors of the nose which can spread into the brain, like angiofibroma, inverted papilloma, and various other invasive lesions of the sinuses. The same way, the fluid from the brain can also leak into the nose. This is called CSF rhinorrhea. These patients present with watery discharge, usually from one side of the nose.
So, there are other lesions also which involve the brain, like pituitary adenomas, craniopharyngiomas, the trigeminal neuralgias, and of course, you have the upper vertebral lesions which can also be addressed through endoscopic skull base surgery. And because there is such a wide gamut of diseases which are involved in this complex area, a minimally invasive technique is the best technique to reach this area.
Since the past 3 decades, with the invention of advanced endoscope and camera, ENT surgeons were familiar in dealing with the pathologies of the nose and sinuses through the endoscopic procedure. This endoscopic skills, along with the neurosurgical skills, become handy in handling these complex lesions of the skull base.
Now, when we get a corridor from the ENT side, we are reaching the brain, and once the brain is reached, then the tumor needs to be dissected out using fine instruments, using navigation, using multiple gamuts which are technological advancements to improve the safety of surgery. Like for example, the intraoperative Doppler, which helps us to delineate the vessel, the main vessel which takes blood from the heart to the brain. The navigation system, like a GPS, it directs every instrument specifically to a point in the brain. Then the intraop MRI, which is an excellent modality which is only there in Aster Medcity, which will tell us the completion of excision, the tumor is completely excised or not. So, all these things help in making this endoscopic surgery a safe procedure.
The skull base surgery can be divided into 3 phases. One is the approach, second is the tumor removal, third is the reconstruction. We ENT surgeons start the procedure, we make the corridor up to the skull base.
The ENT surgeons and the neurosurgeons work together as a team to take out maximum tumor and also maintain complete safety. So, when I talk about safety, what are the gadgets which are useful?
We at Aster Medcity have neuro navigation, which is just like GPS, which takes us pinpoint precision. We also have the most advanced intraop monitoring, the Doppler systems, and intraop nerve monitoring.
Also, we have the intraoperative MRI, which helps us to tell the completion of excision and to ensure that the tumor is completely removed. So, with all these latest technological advancement and also the advancement of skill, we can perform this surgery safely through natural corridors, that is either the nose or through small openings in the skull above the eyelid or in the posterior part of the skull through small keyhole openings, and it is completely minimally invasive and it's completely successful while undergoing this surgery. However, like all surgeries, there are some risks and complications which could be involved. What are the risks?
Usually, the most common risk that happen is the CSF leak or the leak of the fluid surrounding the brain, which has come down significantly after the advent of the newer technique in the form of the mucosal flaps.
Yes. So, CSF leak is one, but there are other things like the vascular injuries is another. But because of all the advancements, the navigation, the Doppler, these are very, very rare in our hands, and it is the amount of information we have prior to the surgery which helps us to, to estimate a structure and avoid any injury to it, and that makes the surgery safe. So, what about the care of the nose after the surgery?
Usually, the nose is packed for 48 hours. After that, it is removed, and patients are asked to clean their nose with saline for a few many weeks.
So, how quickly can the patient's nose get back to complete normalcy?
We get it back to normalcy in almost 1 month's time.
Oh, that's fast.
International standards, they tell that it is 3 months. We are far advanced in that. So, what are the benefits of endoscopic technique compared to the conventional ones?
See, the conventional surgeries had this major split face open surgeries, or they had large incisions on the skull, which also involved retraction of the brain and its associated morbidity like bleeding, seizures, and the tumors were also not being able to be completely removed because of improper visualization or because of all the other associated problems like the complexity of the surgery, the long prolonged hospitalization and the cost involved, and the associated morbidity to nerve and vascular structures were also there. But with the advent of endoscopy, all this is bare minimum because the endoscope provides a good magnification, it provides a panoramic view, it provides safety with the advancement of instruments. It also provides, with the two-hand team technique, it also provides two brains also are working. It's not just the hands, it's the two brains which are working. So, he is there to tell me which way to go. It's not my brain, it's alone thinking. So, that's where is the essence of minimally invasive endoscopic skull base surgery.
So, advantages of endoscopic skull base surgery is minimally invasive, maximal precision, low hospital stay, low morbidity and early recovery.
To treat a large, vast morbidity, lots of lesions, this surgery is useful with all these said advantages. So, that is where the teamwork and skull base, access to the skull base through the endoscope makes it a successful endeavor to reach out and to attain compared to an open surgery. So, if you have any doubts regarding this what we have just spoken, you can put your doubts in the comment box, we will answer. And if you want to meet us personally, both Dr. Vineet and myself, Dr. Shijoy, would be available at Aster Medicity at your service for any queries or any help. Thank you.
Safety, precision, completeness. This is what we offer.